Third effect. The third effect began by the end of 1984 and still continues up to this day. Several of the people who had received the energy that I had transmitted to them started singing spontaneously. These songs do not sound like anything earthly, and we do not remember them after the session. If we hadn't recorded them, we wouldn't know what we sang exactly. In addition, we produce sounds normally impossible to reproduce. At first, we didn't know what to think about it, especially since professional musicians told us that this music was very elaborate, even though of a very simple feature. None of us had musical knowledge. Analyzing the phenomenon, which is much more than simple improvisation, we came to the conclusion that looking at its magic painting for a very short time established a connection with another dimension by transforming us into a kind of modem, as if an entity, an alien intelligence, used us as musical instrument. I was never able to establish who could sing that way. One just wanted to sing and was persistent, but it wasn't enough. Musical knowledge turned out to be a handicap because it froze the mind eager to comply with learned mental structures. About 30 people of all origins came in to join the group that I had formed and named DreamMaker, according to one of my old paintings, which fitted well with what we felt. But now I am the only one who sings, the participants being mostly foreigners going back to their country or their province. We were only 8 to sing together, the maximum for the Extasium, and more often 4 or even 2. The songs always sound different, and I find them magnificent. And I think this phenomenon could interest scientists. I keep all digital recording since 2000. Currently, in 2020, I have collected about 276 CDs. To capture mainly these strange songs as faithfully as possible, I tackled the acoustics problems of the room that became the Extasium. It was very difficult because people had to move around the room away from the microphones. And then, from a recording studio, it had to turn into an auditorium, which is never done. It took me 37 years to get there and 93 versions of the Extasium. The beginning of a recording session now takes place in silence and seated in front of the board. Firstly, the room is slightly lit by the lids within the sound sculptures surrounding me. Then I light up the center of the painting in white light and gradually turn on the various lights in the room until the intense illumination of its entire surface. At that time, it depicts the first part, after the prologue, of the book of Revelation. That is about a door in the sky. At that time, the light and musical animation must begin in a kaleidoscope video. It refers to the tribal events that are described in the book, that people have only remembered because of their frightening aspect. But in order to sing, I go straight to the fluorescent image which is embedded in the door in the sky. It represents the heavenly Jerusalem, as described at the end of the book that I interpreted this way. I only stare at this for a few seconds, and it took me years to develop it. It is essential that I contemplated it, even so briefly, in order to be able to sing. Then, this image disappears when I turn off the fluorescent light and let another phosphorescent image appear, which is also embedded in the other two descriptions, corresponding to the glory of God, quoted towards the end of the book. It represents my first vision of rings in each one of them. Finally, I turn on the spotlights. One is illuminating the center of the painting, and the other is covering its entire surface. They are fitted with colored discs following the colors of the rainbow. By revolving, they vary the aspects of the painting according to other descriptions of the Book of Revelation. It is essential to remain in this color light to be able to sing. All this preparatory session lasted only about 5 minutes, and often less. At the end of that time, I get up, facing the microphones, and start to sing. I never know when I am going to sing. It's always perfect and different. When Fumi was still singing with me, we went to the Jura for a few days, to a friend's house. We tried to sing at the exact same time as usual. There was nothing we could do. It is essential to be in Extasium in order to see the phenomenon occur. After the session, I listened to what I recorded with headphones to fully discover what I sang. In order to have this music delivered to public audiences and to animate the electronics of the painting, I musically dressed these songs with synths. I had to do it on my own, even though I didn't know the music, because none of the musicians from different musical categories whom I asked for help ever managed to do so. Every session, every week, fills me with great happiness. This is how I become DreamMaker. I am in the Extasium. Here are the various lights on the painting The Door of Ecstasy, which turn me into DreamMaker by having me to sing these strange songs. This picture is made out of 3 paintings, superimposed and intertwined. The first is the basis of the whole composition, illuminated in white light, and represents the gate in sky as it is described at the beginning of the Book of Revelation. It is the most powerful image allowing to laying down connection in conjunction with the music. A fourth composition is hidden behind the canvas. These are the luminous figures that will come alive in lights ballets upon the music of DreamMaker. This allowed me to discover the special relationship between painting, light, music, and electronics, the key to deciphering the Book of Revelation. This composition corresponds to the animated events, which frightened so much the superficial readers of this text. The second appears thanks to fluorescent lighting and represents the heavenly Jerusalem as described at the end of the book. It is essential that I stare at it, even very briefly, to be able to sing. The third, in phosphorescent paint, appears in the dark and will receive the lighting in color. This is absolutely necessary for the phenomenon to happen. This is what is quoted as the glory of God. Woman sayon tomo iyon iyon tomo
연이하노 오이하요 오이니니니 쇼니자마야닌가 노소닌가 노이 션날연냉게나야 농기니 어머이 좀동건나 하나연디 겁나샤노이 숑똥껌디 숑돌려한삼띠 껌대 하이야 숑똥껌디 숑또야노 삼띠어 껌네 해야 숑띠 숑띠 키니 삼니 염도 이연도 모모야 숑똥껌니야 나야 너 침니나요 컴노노니 초코초코초코 치키 초코초코초코 치키 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 치 자얀던 띠야 초코초코초코 치키 초코초코초키 초코 치키 치키 자 지얀던 가 숑띠 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 하원디요 오모모모 숑똥껌냉 껌나나려 껌띠샤모 이니니니 소소시시 사사사려 꼼꼼끼니 호하하하 꼬나이 좀나니니 하네네네 함함함 영땅간때 깨원도 이야 총차차디 껌아 총기 총기 오 점점점지 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 딘딘딘도 담담담딘담담담 나나나냐나나니 엄동검능검 딘딘딘딘디 엄마마 쫌띠똥띠똥니야나 엄마마니 엄마나 초코초코초코 치키 초코초코초키 초코치키치키치 허야 나나나 초코초코초코 치키자 그 초코치 키초코참 아우 요 이보 이보 요 요 이보 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 no 이야 no no 이어어어 너무나니 너무나나나니 너무나나나나요 고쇼니니 거무나나나나야 조무나나나니니 거무나나나나니 아나나 쇼연도만 넘긴 거 어연나만 간다니 너만가마연나가 오 너마연만 가니 연나가 마연나 나멜연 넘기밀연 너나 이오 나마리아 넘기밀연 넘가 마리아 넘기밀연 너마리아 넘기밀연 너마리아 넘니 너마리아 넘기니 연인가 마리아 넘기니 연인가 마리아 니가 나나 조마리아나기니야 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 호호호 조마리아나기니야 조마리아나기니 조마리아나기니야 호호호 쉐미리오니 나나나 조마리오니 니니니 조마리아나니니 연어검마나 조마리오니 나나나 조마리오니 나나나 조마리아나기니야 오연데 꼬마꼬마꼬미꼬노꼬마꼬마꼬미꼬노꼬노꼬노꼬 하하하하 꼬마꼬마꼬미꼬노꼬마꼬노꼬노꼬노꼬 이하하하 쭈꾸쭈꾸치키쭈꾸쭈꾸쭈꾸쭈꾸쭈꾸쭈꾸쭈 하하하 쭈꾸쭈꾸치키쭈 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 조조조 오늘은 신기네 아무는구나 션도서는 게 아옹기네네니 션마려는 넘어서는 기네네니나 고마셔는 기네나 모여는구는이 션마려는 게내 나는 나만가는나 션마려는 게내 아온 션마려는 게내 아온 션마려는 게내 아온 che ne sciano di Yoni Shindia, yonda, Yamono, Shindini, Conto sono, Conto saya, Shono i, Conto soni, ne, Contigiano, Giano, non, Contigono, Nenano, Contitario, Dondongoia, Comma, Giovanna, Comma, Giovanna, Conanchia, Conanca, Contesario, Conanchi, Conanca, Chomtikea, Chomtinkaio, Eondia, Chomtinkea, Chomtinka, Chomtikomoi, Chokuchokichia, Chokuchokichaya, Chokuchokichia, Hanaya, Chokuchokichia, Chokuchokichi, Chokuchokicha, Chonchonkoyo. Chuanganga, Choo.